Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. The Kinks, it's a pop one, none higher. What a great card. Look at that again. Ray Davies and the Kinks. What a beautiful card. Wow, that is something else.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Hey there everyone, my name is Reid and I want to welcome you to Collecting Music Cards right here on the Cardboard Portfolio channel. We've got a lot to get to today, so let's do it. Alright, so let's get into this.
Slowly into the silent night, an endless fall.
This was one submission here, and we're doing two today. There's a small one here, and this is another submission right here. This one was probably sent a couple days before this one here. So we'll go through that one first. So let's go through these here. So we've got about 21 cards here all together to look at. Several of these are recovery cards. And here's Freddie Mercury. This is a 1978 Swedish Samlarsaker. This card is a PSA 3. And keep in mind also that the backs of these Swedish Samlarsakers are a blank back. Fairly clean one. And let's take a look at Pop Report. This card is a PSA 3. The population is 2. That means there's 2 PSA 3s. This is one of them. And there are 16 various cards higher for all the grades above that. So with that, that's what we're seeing right there. That's Freddie Mercury. So, we'll put that aside. Next card. This is a Paul McCartney, 1978 Swedish Samlarsaker. Now, I haven't seen a lot of this card around. I've had this for quite a while. I really kind of thought it was in better shape than this. This graded out a 1. Which is a 1 is a poor grade. That's why it says 1 PR next to it, right up here. But that's the card right there. And it's got, as far as I'm concerned, decent corners, edges. But I thought this would do a little bit better, but let's see where this thing ends up. Now, so this is a card that's a little bit rarer, and the only reason I know that is because I just haven't, for years, I haven't seen this particular card around. I've tried to rebuy it. I've tried to, in modern times here in the last 5-10 years, I've tried to rebuy it and find it. It's not out there a lot. The population on this card is a 1. And the cards that are higher, there's only 2 of them. So that's more of an example of a card being a little bit rarer. Not just that people aren't submitting them and really haven't been submitting them, so far. Next card. And this is a 1965 Dutch numbered Paul McCartney. Set 6, hand cut. I love this Dutch unnumbered set 6. Card number 132. This is a PSA 5. Let's take a look at this here. There's Paul. It's a good looking card. I love this set. And let's take a look at the pop count here. Graded 58 years after it was first printed, this card is a Pop 1 with none higher. What does that mean? That means this is the highest graded, best conditioned example of this card on record with PSA. Now, does that mean this is the best conditioned example of this card in existence? Not at all. This is simply the best one on record and the best conditioned example of this card PSA has ever graded. Keep in mind, a better one may be out there, but it's up to you to find it and get it graded. Welcome to collecting music cards. Outstanding. Truly a great card. Next card, 1978 Swedish Sandwich Sake of Paul McCartney. Looks like I had a bunch of Paul McCartneys here. Some Beatles. Okay, not all Beatles. This is a 4.5 through PSA. Once again, take a close look at this. It's a nice looking card. Those are not terrible corners, edges. It's clean. The back looks fairly clean to me. Let me show you that. Back looks fairly clean to me. So that's what that is. And let's see where this 4.5 ends up. This card is only a PSA 4.5. But this 1978 Swedish Sampler Sacred Paul McCartney, card number 534, is a Pop 1 with none higher. Wow. Unbelievable. A perfect card by no means, but a Pop 1 with none higher to date. I love these Sampler Sacred cards. And to have a Beatles Pop 1. And here's another Paul McCartney. Card number 620, Swedish Sampler Sacred 1978. This is a PSA 4. A little bit off center, but other than that, nice corners. Not perfect, but nice. Good card for the collection. This is a Pop 1 with one higher. So there is one that's grades higher than this. It could be a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9. Nice card there. Here we go. 1978 Swedish Sampler Sacred the Beatles. Card number 736. This is a 3.5. And let's take a peek there. That is a 3.5. So let's get this one out. That's a Pop 1. It's the only 3.5, and there's 3 cards higher than that of this. This one here, this is a 1978 Swedish Sampler Sacred George Harrison, entitled George. And this is a 3MK. What that means, it's a PSA 3. And MK means there's a mark on it. There it is. Okay, so I'll show you the front. That's what a 3 looks like. And here's the reason that it's an MK qualifier on it. Because of that X on there. Someone took a pen, wrote an X on it. Often you'll see people's names or their initials. So you see that with these, you see that with all kinds of cards. You see that with Garbage Pail Kids. There's always writing on a lot of those old first series Garbage Pail Kids. All right, here we go. Here's a PSA 3 of Jimi Hendrix. Now this card really only deserves a 3 because the corners are not great. But as I always say, there is no throwaway Jimi Hendrix. You collect it. You know, I don't care if it's in really rough shape. It's like a Mickey Mantle to me. You just don't, neglect it. It's a solid card no matter what the condition is. And there's Jimmy right there. Now here's a card that you're gonna see a lot more population of because people do grade Jimmys on a regular basis. So here we go. This card is a Pop 4 out of 3, and there's 26 higher graded ones. Pop 4, 26 higher. So there we go there. And next one is Queen with Freddie Mercury. This is a PSA 3. And it is a 3. It definitely looks like a 3. That is what it looks like as far as the corners. You can see the centering isn't perfect. Corners are kind of rough. But I like the card. I felt it was worth putting in a slab for. I think these probably cost me $15 a piece. I think it's a good way to preserve the card. And the population of this card is population 1 out of 3, and there are 5 cards higher. So that's where we are on this card right now. Population 1 with 5 cards higher on Freddie Mercury and Queen. Brian May, Roger Taylor, John. All right. So that's these here. We got out of that lot, we got 2. That's very exciting. We got 2 Pop 1s out of what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards. We got 2 Pop 1s. I'll take that. Let me get these going here. These are 1969 Bergman Verlag Star Parade cards. And these are recovery cards. I've gone over what recovery cards are before. Let's take a look at them here. Here's Jimmy. Just a stunning card. Just stunning. But get ready for the back. There's the back right there. And you can see that that was glued, heavily glued into an album for collectability. And then in modern day here, someone decided probably within the last 10 years to tear it out of a book. And they sold it to me because I did not tear it out. Someone sold it to me. I either traded or bought this card. And that's what it is right there. Now, that doesn't bother me, these recovery cards with this. I wish it didn't have that. But it doesn't bother me that that's on there for the simple reason that the front of this card is what I look at. And that is stunning. If you look at that, that is really a great Jimi Hendrix card. I would love to have it clear with a clear back, but that's not the case. So, with that, let's see how this card lines up. This Jimmy is a Pop 1 at a PSA 1. It's a Pop 1 with 5 cards higher. So 5 more. 6 of these total have been graded. 6 of those have been graded, and most of them are higher than this card. In fact, this is the one. All the other 5 are higher than this. So this is the lowest one of all of them. And I've got 2 more of these. They're both Beatles. Here's this one right here. There's the Beatles. And this is a PSA 1 as well, because it is a recovery card. One day, if they ever do find a way to where this glue and excess paper can be removed, I would crack it right out of here and do it. So that is that one, and here is the identical card pretty much. There we go. There's the Beatles one more time. And this one is a little bit clearer, but not clear enough. And this also grades a 1. So this is a Pop 2. These are the 2 1s, and there's 2 higher. So that's a 1969 Bergman Verlag Star Parade. Great set of cards. If you can get those, if you can get your hands on them, not a bad thing to get your collection going on. And let's see here now. What do we have here? We have a 1978 Swedish Samler Shaker. I think most of these are Swedish. A couple are Dutch cards. 1978 Swedish Samler Shaker. Rolling Stones. This is card number 730. They look like they're in a sailor Navy uniforms or something like that. PSA 4. PSA 4. And let's see. It's a Pop 3 with only 8 higher. For a Rolling Stones card, not bad. Pop 3, 8 higher. There we are. Next card, another Paul McCartney. And this is a PSA 3. And that's what Paul is looking like there. And Paul is a Pop 1 with 5 cards higher. 5 graded higher. Next card. Jimi Hendrix, 1978 Swedish Samler Shaker, card 524. Now this card is a better looking card than that other Jimmy I had. Way better. It's a little bit different one. But look at that. Look at the corners are nice. I'm going to hold it a little closer. Hopefully I'm not blocking the light. I got to hold it up a little higher. There's Jimmy. And he's got a nice clear back. Nice clear back and good centering. And that's a 3. That's a PSA 3. Why is that a 3? Well, let me check the population first. And then I'm going to take a peek at this card. This is a Pop 6. There's 6 3s out there. They want to make them all 3s. And there's 5 cards higher. Let's just take a peek because maybe I missed something major on this card. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm also going to use this just to take a quick peek around. Corners are nice. They're not perfect. But they're nice, they're respectable. I don't see any mold issues with it. There is some very slight discoloration on this edge, on this side right here. Very slight discoloration. More than likely this, if it was in a book or something, this was open to this part right here was probably open to the air. And it got a slight amount of discoloration. Nonetheless, a very good looking card. And let me just check real quick to see. Let me get some glare. I want to see if there's... Oh, yes. Wow. Oh, this is funny. I wish I could show you this, and I will try. Someone bit this card. Wow, I never noticed this. Someone actually, okay, I'm going to stand up to do this. So here we go. Let's see. You can see the bite mark right there. There's the teeth marks. Oh, that is funny. Someone bit this card. Oh, that's funny. Wow, that is awesome. That's why it's a 3, and they didn't miss that. I clearly did, but they didn't miss that at PSA. Wow, that's fun. 1967 Dutch, unnumbered The Kinks, set 3, group 2. Entitled Outdoors. This is a PSA 7. This is a nice high grade. That's a really nice high grade. That's a great Kinks card. Nice clear back on it. Let's see what we got going on here.
Find the words and spit them out. Find some love in here.
What a beautiful card. 1967 Dutch unnumbered, set 3, group 2, the Kinks. A card entitled Outdoors, that's the name PSA gives it. But this is a pop 1, none higher. What a great card for the collection. That's outstanding. I'm excited about that one. All right, so next we've got 1972 Tip Top EMI Michael Jackson Pop Stars. Card number 20. This is a PSA 2. It's a really low grade, but then this is a very rare card. And that is a card that I can settle on a 2 with. This card's a little bit rough. It's got a crease along right here. But that is a pretty rare Michael Jackson card right there. And it is from 1972. There's Michael right there. And the back of the card isn't exactly perfect. It's a little bit yellowing, a little bit blotchy. And there's Michael right there. And let's see how this looks on the pop report. Well, Michael, in this condition at a PSA 2, is a pop 2, and there are no higher. So there are only a couple of these that have been graded, and that isn't just necessarily due to the fact that people aren't grading certain cards. This has to do a little bit more with the fact that this is a pretty rare card. So this card is a PSA 2. It's a pop 2 with none higher, and that is a pretty good card to add to the collection right there. There's pop 2, none. Okay. Here. And Blondie, card 173, 1978 Swedish Samlarsaker. Card number 173. Let's see. This is a PSA 2. More than likely, I missed something when I sent it in. Yeah, big crease right along here. Sometimes you're getting your orders together and you have to add a few cards last minute to reach certain minimums, and there we go. Just a crease right there. I just kind of took a glance. Probably the corners, you'll probably, without that crease, you'll see that this is a really nice card. So that was like a first glance for me, probably when I was putting this order together to send them into PSA. And look at the centering is really nice. Corners, edges, everything's really nice. The back of the card is really clean. It just has a monster crease right here. I don't know if I can show that to you in there. There you go. There's a nice glimpse of the monster crease in that card. And that's what brings her down to a 2. Nonetheless, there's Blondie. Debbie Harry. And at a 2, I imagine this card has quite a few higher. Yeah, it's a population 1. There's only 1, 2 out there, and there's 6 cards higher. So there we are. Next card, Mick Jagger. Card number 572. 1978 Swedish Samlarsaker. And this is a PSA 6. This is a card that's a bit off center on the front. Everything else on it looks okay so far. And that one turned out to be a 6. we go, right there. And let's check on Mick. This card is a Pop 2, and there are 5 cards higher. At a PSA 6, Pop 2, 5 cards higher. There we go. It's Mick Jagger. Next card, 1978 Swedish Samurai Seiko Rolling Stones, card number 571. This is a PSA 2. Well, let's check and see what I missed on this one. Could it be the giant crease going up and down the center there? Yeah, I feel that I was probably in a jam. I was trying to get some cards together before a deadline, more than likely. And I'm going to show you that this card looks really nice until we get to the center of the card going up and down. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I'm going to get this or not. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that to you because that crease is right in the middle. The light's blocking it by the time it gives a nice reflection. I'll try this light over here. And no, there's too much distraction with that light. Yeah. So, anyway, it's got a big crease going up and down. There we go. There we go. Can you see that crease from the bottom going to up in the center? There it is. Persistence pays off. We find the crease. And there's the Rolling Stones right there. It's PSA 2. I wouldn't have graded these last couple of cards on purpose. These were just mistakes on my part for letting them go by and not seeing the damage to them. The cards aren't rare enough. These 2 cards aren't rare enough. It's Pop 1 with 3 higher. These cards aren't rare enough and sought after enough to want to have them with giant creases in them graded. Here's a nice card, 1978 Swedish Samurai Seiko Kiss, card number 191, PSA 8. That is great. Wow, that's big. But being Kiss, being into Kiss cards, there's going to be a lot of cards of this type graded probably, because people grade their Kiss cards. They're one of the ones to where if you have a set of cards and you're going to take a handful of them out of there and grade them, Kiss is one that a lot of people will do. You know, they'll always take their Hendrixes and their Zeppelins and, you know, certain cards out of there and grade those. Kiss is one of those on the list. Here we go. And Pop 2 with only 2 higher. That's a PSA 8 on that card right there. And that's Kiss. And we have Procol Harum here. This is a 1968 Dutch number black square hand cut. The number's in the black square. They give that part of the title. And it's hand cut. Card number 65. It's a PSA 2. Clearly, I missed something on this card. And that would be possibly a little bit of a crease or bend here. And a little something. Well, nonetheless, that bend right there, which is ever so slight, is probably enough to give this its reputation. So yeah, here's Procol Harum, PSA 2. Another card that if I would have seen that, I probably wouldn't have sent it. And keep in mind, I mean, there's a lot of cards out there that I'll send with a crease in it, as long as it's a rare card I really like, card that I think still holds value. I mean, no one's gonna throw away a Mickey Mantle card with a crease in it, and no one's gonna throw away, you know, a lot of these, you know, big cards, Hendrix, whatever. And that's Procol Harum right there. Let's take a look at what we've got here. and pop one with only 2 higher. So yeah, this isn't a card a lot of people are grading, and I just found another problem with it. There's a crease along here. So yeah, this is definitely a damaged card. I should have caught that. And yeah, so this is a card that a lot of people aren't grading. A lot of people don't grade Procol Harum. I do. So, okay. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And we've got a lot more of these to go. A lot of these PSA graded card reveals. And as soon as I get them back, you're going to see them. Take care. I want to thank you for watching this video today. I hope you enjoy watching all of the Collecting Music Cards videos as they're posted. If you think you may want to learn more about music cards and tips for collecting them, and if you're looking forward to more videos in this series, take a second to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell as well if you want notifications that a new video has posted. If you'd like to take a peek at some of my personal music card collection online, you can find it on my website at www.cardboardportfolio.com. And if you're excited about being part or becoming part of the music card collecting community, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you have to say, and I'm sure others would too. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.